Hi all, it's Maureen here, Stitch Mac, and we have made it to the 1st of October. Don't quite know, seem to have lost months and weeks along the way, but yeah, it's 1st of October. It's getting very autumnal now. It's cold. It was grey yesterday, it's blue skies today, but yeah, winter coat's back on, everything like that. So I'm back, as you see, excuse me, sorry, itch head, back in the car. I thought I'll do this today. Originally I thought maybe I would start uploading weekly, but maybe weekly is just a little bit, I don't do that much stitching, don't have that much to talk about. So I thought maybe I'll just film weekly so I'm not getting on top of myself, and then maybe upload bi-monthly. It's a good word. So before I show you what I've been stitching on this week, I'll update you. So last Saturday, so just a Saturday there, we managed to have our Scottish Stitching Day, Scottish Stitching Day, which was fab. Because up until like last week, we didn't really know if we were going to be able to do it, but as the hotel were brilliant. It's the Castle Cary Hotel in Castle Cary, which is just near Cumbernauld in Scotland. And they were really accommodating, and we were there as 2 households. So you're allowed to meet up to 6 people from 2 households within like a hospitality setting. So we were there. So I was with Kate. Hi Kate, if you do watch this. And I was there with Kate. And we were our 2 households. So we had lots of space. We were around one of the big round function. We were in the normal function suites. Lots of space between us. And it was great. There was 12 of us all together. So we were all in our separate little bubbles. And because it was quite small, it was good because you could still hear everybody. We weren't having to shout. We weren't having to, really make ourselves heard. It was great. We were all able to chat with each other on tables, or also be able to chat amongst us all. And it was just so good catching up with everyone, because I hadn't seen them since there was an retreat in March I didn't go to, so the last one I was at would have been last November, so it was fab seeing everyone. So there was Stitch and Donna, obviously, is the organizer, and this is going to be her last year of doing that. She's handing Kate's taking over the reins. Thank you, Kate. Which is great because Donna has done, thank you Donna, you've done all the hard work and getting it all set up, and so we're just going to keep it as it is. It works brilliantly. Like I say, the hotel's great. They know they have the room laid out perfectly. They provided us for a 3-course lunch. We had a lovely lunch as well. That's the only thing. My God, when you go to the retreat for the weekend, so we had a 3-course lunch just for the day. When we go for the weekend, oh my God, it's just food. They're total feeders. They're just, you get dinner, you get snacks, you get strawberry tarts, oh my God, they just feed you. It's great. So I obviously took my stitching up with me. But I'm not going to show you what I was working on. I was working on my Mirabella on that day, but I haven't had that back. So I'm going to be working on that next week. So I'll show you that next week. Yeah, so like I say, and I know everybody else says this, if you ever get the chance to go on a retreat, go. I mean, we've been very fortunate, and as it stands, as the guidelines stand at the moment, we're still okay to go for November because we're all in single rooms. Again, we'll just be doing, I think there's maybe 20 going, so we'll be able to keep it within 2s. Fingers crossed. Sorry, there's a little interesting flag in the car. Fingers crossed it doesn't get any tighter restrictions and we can still do it. Yeah, so that's that. So other than my Mirabella, I was stitching on another couple of things over the last week. So the first thing I was stitching on was for the monthly kind of around the world piece for Full Coverage Fanatics, and it was for Norway this month. September was for Norway. So I thought I would pick my reindeer. I'm not actually even sure what that's. Stalking the Enchanted Christmas Reindeer. This is lots of greens and reindeer. I actually did pick Lisa. I remember first list, it was Crafty Lisa has done the ornament of it, and she had it at one of the treats I met her at, and she had it and I loved it. And so I then picked up the stocking version of it, and I started it maybe, I don't know, last year or so. So I worked a little bit more. So I essentially just, there'd been a little bit here that I filled in, and then I just worked down, because obviously I'm using pattern keeping, so I can now work through all the kind of part threads, and just, rather than going looking for any new threads, I just worked down the part threads. And so I finished, put my tongue back in, filled all these 4 rows up, and then started down on there. So I think that's the top of his antlers. So yeah, this is just one piece. There's no great, it's not a focus piece, it's just one that I'll pick up as and when it fits into what I'm stitching at the moment. And it is real, like I say, haven't seen the ornament in real life. It's gorgeous. And I was really pleased, because on this one, when I first put this one onto Pattern Keeper, there'd been a slight issue with one of the symbols. It was like a TM that's like inverted on its side, and it wasn't picking it up, which was making it really awkward to try and work out what bits I'd done, what I hadn't done. So I was like, right, I thought there's been a couple of updates in Pattern Keeper since I've used this. I'll see if I can updo it. So I did. I uploaded the original version of it, like I still had it in my drive. So I uploaded the original PDF again, and sure enough, it has they've solved that problem. So I just coloured in, I love colouring in, coloured in all what I had done, and now I can work it on Pattern Keeper, and it's great. So I did that, like I say, that's going to go away now. Don't know when that'll come back out, just as and when it fits a challenge, or just take a notion. So the other thing I've been working on, so I was trying to get for September, was finished on my Ship's Mana Through the Window. So as you can see, we have January, February, March, April, May and June, and July, August and September. Sorry, because I'll just hold you. So I was working on September, which is this one here. And I literally just finished that this morning, technically October. And I just really like this. This is so not my normal style, but I saw it and I just loved it when I first saw it. And it's just a nice little cute pattern. So I had started it last year and worked each month. I had worked a little bit more. I'd started each month, did a couple of days each month. So obviously I'm going into October, so I'll be working on October, and I've done quite a bit of October. It's quite nice. But yeah, it's sweet. Good colours. The board is quite intense with the windows and the frame. So I've just been kind of doing that in bits and pieces, kind of filling it in as I go along. I've now just about run out of 4 and 3, so I need to reorder that this month and then carry on. So yeah, so again for October, what I'll be doing, I'll do my temperature tree. I'll do another month or 2 on it before I come back to that. So it'll be nearer the end of October when I come back to that. But my plan is to finish it for this year, because in theory it really only doesn't take a lot of stitching to fill up. But it's so darn cute, and it was really, really reasonable as well. I mean, I remember I paid for it, and it came with the fabric and everything, and it was, yeah. So, like I said, I'll get put away, probably get work on that towards the end of October. I'm going to go back this week to my memorabilia, because I made quite a nice bit of progress on that on her head, and I'll finish that off. I'm hoping to get the stitch. My plan is for October is to get the stitching, all the stitching finished on it, so that I can start the beading, or buy the beads. Look how the beads, buy the beads, and then I'll just have the beading to finish for the end of the year, and I'll finish. That's my plan. So I hope to speak to you. Otherwise, ain't nothing happening. Nothing planned. Nothing happening. Apart from lots of stitching. I'm hoping to join in. There's a Yorkshire Stitchers virtual retreat this weekend. And I've always been, I had Originally, I had planned to go to one of their retreats and something else came up and I couldn't make it, and I've just never had a chance to go. It's run by my good friend Ali. And so I was like, all right, okay, I'll try. As I can't get to Yorkshire, I'll maybe just join the virtual retreat and try and say hello. I know a few of the people on there. And it'd be nice to catch up, do a bit of stitching Saturday with that. So that's really it. Right, so I'm going to eat my lunch now because it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. Okay, bye bye. Hi, I'm back. It is now Friday the 9th of October. I was home to film yesterday in the car at work. I'm up to my lunch. But as usual, lunch kind of just disappeared between meetings and phone calls and stuff. Lunch just didn't really happen. So, unfortunately, I had brought the stuff in to show you. But anyway, I'm at home today. I was working at home today, so I thought I'll just grab 10 minutes and quickly show you my latest update. And talk about what I've been having in the last week. To be fair, not very much. Weekend. I was at work. Weekend. I went back to Weight Watchers the weekend. I kind of have a revolving door kind of thing with Weight Watchers. I go in, I'm dead motivated for like a week. And then, yeah, and then I try about another 3 weeks. And then I'm dead motivated for a few days. So I was like, I'll go back Saturday morning. There's no excuse. I went back, so it wasn't too bad. I'll go again tomorrow. I'm like, okay, right. This is just go every week now up to the end of the year. It doesn't matter what you've done or what you haven't done or what you've ate too much of. Let's just see. Let's just see how I can go on towards the end of the year. So that's my plan for tomorrow morning. What else I have to do? I'm going to do that. Probably go to the gym. I went to the gym. I've been going to the gym. I've been doing this epic program. This is a YouTube series of things, and I was doing the beginners. So she's beginners, little, kind of show you what you're supposed to be doing. I don't have any abs. I have absolutely no abs or core strength or anything like that. Oh my god, I thought somebody had actually beat me up in the middle of the night. It's not good. So I think I've got one more to do of the beginners, and then apparently start doing the full 10-week program. That's, yeah, we'll see. I will be bikini ready for my fantasy holiday next year because the way things are going, it's not looking good. Which brings me to the sad news that we've heard this afternoon is that our stitching retreat in November is off. I had an inkling it probably wasn't going to happen because just with things going the way things are going, and we're having a little circuit break for 2 weeks. I think those 2 weeks will be 4 weeks, and then that takes us into November, and it's all getting a bit, yeah, okay, it's really not going to happen. Fingers crossed, maybe we'll get like a virtual retreat or something. We can chat online, you know. I'm so grateful that I got to go the other week though for a day, which is good, but I can understand why they've decided just to pull the plug on this, because if people are travelling, they need and taking time off work. It's like I've taken a couple of days off, it's great, no big deal, I'll just cancel them. Like for me, it's not an age issue, it's like an hour away. So, fingers crossed we get back soon. Miss my stitching mates. And I know we're all in that position everywhere in the world. It's just a bit rubbish. Anyway, enough about nonsense like that. Let me show you stitching. Let me show you what I did. So I think I said in the last little blurb that I was going to work on my Mirabilia Maidens of the Season Autumn. And I was going to go into stitching done. And oh, I'm upside down. And ta-da! I got the stitching done. I've got all the stitching done, including back stitching. So, I don't know if I can... There she is. She's absolutely gorgeous. This is stitched on sparklies. I'll just show you because that's quite a good colour. She's stitched on sparklies, something another. Sorry, I bought it so long ago I can't actually remember. But it's kind of a green. It might be forest, something to do with forest. But it's sparklies anyway. Green. Because I did winter on this one as well. So, oh, she's just so gorgeous. So all those spaces around her neck are beads. So the beading is primarily around her neck, and the thing I'm not liking is these, I don't know, these hands and fingers. It's a bit weird. She's got like gigantic, I don't know if I've messed up or she does just have like gigantic hands. Anyway, it's done now. I'm not going to worry about it too much. And then some more beads right about here. And I think that's it. I'm pretty sure on the bottom half there isn't any beading. I will obviously double check, but I'm pretty sure the vast majority of the beads are up here. I'm not even sure if it's in. I think it's really all just round about her head and arms. So my plan, of course, was I was going to buy all the beads and sort all that beads out and see what I needed and everything like that and have it ready to take with me to my stitching my cheeks. I thought that'd be good. I'm sitting at a table, no dogs, no children, no nothing, anybody about. I think I'll just save it and do it that weekend anyway, and just have it as, just put aside that weekend, just stitch my beading, which is good. That's fine. So yeah, really pleased, because that was my goal, to get her finished for the end of the year, so I can start all the other marbles. I think I actually have one start. I think I started one last year. I think I started Rapunzel. Or was it Sleeping Beauty? No. Maybe it was Sleeping Beauty. Do I even have Rapunzel? I don't. Am I even? I don't even know if I'm talking nonsense. Anyway, it's one of them. So I shall do that. That goes away now. Like say, I'll probably pick one of those days that weekend to bead it. Because I just need to check and see what beads again. So that's why we're trying to finish on that a couple of days ago. What else have I got out? Oh, I got my Bewitched Park, which is a Leonid Averman. You know what I mean. It was charged by Tilton Crafts. And it's coming out because we're in October now, so the monthly challenge and full coverage fanatics is Russia, and he's possibly was Russian or Canadian or something. I did check it out. There is a connection to Russia. A very, very tenuous one, but enough for it to qualify. So yeah, so I'll show you that next week, because I'm just doing, I'd managed to get it on Pattern Keeper. I had gone into Pattern Keeper, and when I looked at Pattern Keeper, I'm sure when I put this in the first time, it couldn't deal with the overlaps. And sure enough, when I checked it on the actual paper chart, it's 400, or the actual size of it is 420 wide. But when I will go into Pattern Keeper, when you look, it's not 420, it's like 440 wide or something, because it's doubling up. It couldn't cope with overlap, and it was doubling up. Because when I was I looked at the paper and I looked at the Pattern Keeper, and I'm going, that's not right. Something's not right. And I remembered, I think that was what happened when I first had uploaded it. So I then was like, right, okay, I'll upload it again, because I know there's been a few updates since then. So I uploaded it again, and bingo, this time it does match up with the pages. It didn't ask me about overlaps or anything, but it did it's matched up. It's 420. Because the other one was like, it kept going after it. I'm like, yeah, that's weird. That's too much. It's like, is that way your brain's like, this doesn't match what's going on. So I'm really glad I noticed that and didn't inadvertently keep going. So I redid, I'd only done like a page and a half, so I just filled in what I'd done. So I re-uploaded that, so it's great now, because it's making a lot more it's again a lot of progress, and I'd done a lot of part stitches, so I'm just going to fill them in, and I'm only going to do, I'm aiming to get actually up to the 10%. I quite like that whole 10%. I think, well, that's 10%, that's 1/10 of the thing done. Only another 9 bits to go. This makes it seem just a little bit better. So I'm working on that this week. I'm working on my temperature tree. I'm going to do August. I was going to do September as well this month, but I'll do August this month. In November, I'll do September and October. And then in December, I can do November and December, and that'll finish. I'm really pleased with my, oh, sorry, I've just looked at it and I need to go outside in 5 minutes. I'm just chucking it out. My goals, I'm getting there. It's good. I like this, just kind of picking a few things and saying, right, okay, let's do this, 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 and this. No, look at the other 40 whips out there. Sorry. Keep calm. I love to cross stitch. Right, anyway. That's enough of my jabbering for the day. And I'll leave you to it. So it's weekend tomorrow. Happy weekend all. And speak to you in a couple of weeks. This seems to be good. Okay. Bye-bye.